So, yeah, I'm gonna tell you something about the Lions free agency and what I think about it now. What I think about it is Bob Quinn. He up to. I see what he up to. He not trying to spend too much in free agency, and that's what the Lions did in the past. Not spend too much in free agency, and I understand that point because usually a lot of teams that spend a bunch of boatload of money in free agency, they still don't do well. So, for example, teams like the Miami Dolphins, they probably got the most expensive defensive line in football. They got all these paychecks, and Ryan Tannehill getting this ridiculous contract, and he ain't do jack shit. He ain't win no playoff games. He ain't even been to the fucking playoffs. In about 5 years of his career, he ain't do shit. You know, that's an example. Another example, the Oakland Raiders, they spent a bunch of money in free agency a couple years ago, and they still went 3-13. That is an example. So I understand what Bob Quinn doing. He's not trying to spend too much. Now I like the signings of Marvin Jones from the Cincinnati Bengals. I like him. I like I like a couple other players he signed. I like him. I like the special team Joey Bad. I can't pronounce his name. Bo Dasoli. I can't pronounce his shit. I had it in my head earlier, but I can't pronounce it no more. Tavon Wilson, the safety from New England. He bringing in some New England players. He tried to get Hakeem Hicks, but he went to the Chicago Bears. So honestly, I don't give a fuck if you went to the Chicago Bears and got all that money. Honestly, I don't give a fuck. So people like, why you man? That's what the Lions. It don't matter because Bob Quinn. All he worried about is getting players out of the draft. I think he's gonna get a defensive tackle in the draft, and possibly defensive end too, but defensive tackle in the draft. He worried about the draft more than free agency. Why you think he ain't been getting these huge names in free agency like the Giants and the Dolphins and Texans and shit? Because you don't have to spend a lot of money to become a successful franchise like the Steelers and the Packers and the Patriots and another good team, the fucking Carolina Panthers. Hell, damn it, shit. They don't spend a lot of money. They just draft the right players and sign the right players. You don't have to just sign huge names to huge contracts because that's low key at the end. That's not going to work. We all know that it's going to be a detriment to your team. Now, the main thing Lions did in free agency, I like they signed back their own players, like Tahir Whitehead, Teron Walker. People hate that move. I like that move personally. I think Teron Walker was solid until he got injured. Now Halori Nada, he could have left, but I understand why he signed him to begin with. He signed him just because he could be a rotational player. I know he's gonna start, but just in case they gonna draft a defensive tackle, he can be in the rotation and he could bring that veteran leadership to the team. You know. Now, um, Teron Walker, I like him, man. He got some athleticism for his size, so I like that draft pick right there. Now, overall though, I like his signings though. I like his signings. He brought in some other players too. That doesn't mean we're not gonna draft at them positions that he signed. You know what I'm saying, like safety or defensive tackle. I still believe he gonna get a safety and a defensive tackle in the draft, and an underrated need on our team, a defensive end and a linebacker. It's a possibility he's going to draft all the positions in his draft. But in the first round, I believe we should go linebacker. And I'm gonna tell you why. Because our linebacker core, like yeah, I like to hear Whitehead, but he's not the type of linebacker in the middle. If you put him in the middle, he's not the type of linebacker that's all physical and dig through the garbage. He's not that type of linebacker. We need a linebacker that got some athleticism. We need an outside linebacker that got some athleticism. somebody like Darren Lee from Ohio State, him and Levy would be a wrecking ball. They be wrecking shop in this motherfucker. Yeah, him, Darren Lee, or motherfucking. I know he ain't gonna fall to us if somebody like Miles Jack fall to us or something. I doubt it though. I highly doubt it. But if he does, the outside linebacker position will be great for years to come. And so Darren Lee, he's not that much smaller than Levy. Levy got maybe what 3-4 pounds on him, and maybe 2 inches on him, maybe. So really, in size, they identical. So, and Darren Lee, I think he'd be a great fit for this defense, by the way, because the way Terrell Austin runs the linebacker core, he likes his linebackers that can cover. That's why he like Levy, because Levy can cover. He could also rush he could defend the run, and he could pass rush a little bit. So Darren Lee would be the perfect fit for the Lions because he could do all them things that he's kind of like DeAndre Levy, a more athletic version of DeAndre Levy, basically. Except I think he's a little bit better in coverage. But man, that's Lions, man. I think that's what they gonna do though. They more worried about the draft than anything. Um, that's why Bob Quinn ain't been signing all these humongous names and shit. So that's all I have to say in this video, man. Overall, I like what he's doing so far. Only sign I don't like from him is signing motherfucking Darren Orlovsky, man. I cannot stand that motherfucker. Darren Orlovsky to me is like a cancer that you cannot get rid of. He's a fucking cancer. You can't get rid of his ass. The only way you can get rid of his ass if you have fucking surgery, and that might not even fucking work. He's a fucking cancer, in my opinion. He suck ass as a quarterback. He's garbage as fuck. Trash as fuck. I thought he was gonna be gone, man. He coming back. Oh my god, he sucks. But man, other than that, man, that's all I have to say in this video, man. I let it be known in this motherfucker. Oh yeah, shout out to Eastbourne LB, especially after he made that video, praising me and all that shit, like thanking me and shit. Shout out to Eastbourne LB. Shout out to 313 Hitman. Shout out to Straight Lions Talk. If you watch their YouTube channel, Straight Lions Talk, STR Lions Talk. Shout out to that channel too. And shout out to all the other Lions fans. The Ace Taker too. Shout out to the Ace Taker. Peace.